Hey gang, I've got a quick one for you for anyone who might be having trouble with the tailgate of their Mark 5 Golf. I've got my 2006 GTI here and my tailgate wouldn't open, so if I press the button it won't open. See that? That's not working. So, a couple of things to know. So first thing, to get in there in an emergency, if you drop your back seat, hopefully you don't have too much stuff in the way. There's normally a little cover on just here. If you pop that off, you can reach in and manually pop the boot, just like that. If we have a look in nice and close, you can see that little latch just there. Flick that, and that's what opens it. So mine was intermittent. It would work sometimes and not others, so I know I've got an electrical issue rather than a mechanical one. And so the easiest way is we're going to get in here, we're going to give all the electrical connectors a spray. We could try and do it through here, gynecologist style, but we're actually going to pull this whole thing off. So just wanted to show you because it's a little bit tough, a little bit intimidating, got to put some strength into it. There's two screws, one just here and one just here. Once you've undone them, then it's just brute force and ignorance, get a good grip and you get it yanked down. And you might have to pull quite hard if it hasn't been done, and they're all still cleanly attached, then you might have to put some real effort into it, but it's quite, there we go. Pull that off so you can see it's just got all these press studs on it. There's a lot of them, and if yours is still in good condition and there's no broken ones like that, then it will be quite an effort to pull that off. Just want to give you guys confidence to get in here. If you just need to replace the bulbs in the tailgate, then there's quick easy access hatches like this. Side, the driver's side or the right hand side is the fog light, and this one on the left is the reversing light. And so they're just little pressure fit covers that just clip in and clip out when you want to access them. So now we're just going to clean our connectors and everything on our trunk release, and hopefully that'll work. So to do that, we're just going to unplug this one here, which is just a pull, gets our connector there. We'll give this a nice clean, we'll spray the mechanism as well, and hopefully that'll be all we need. So if anyone's seen any of my other electrical cleaning videos, you'll know these are my two favorite tools of choice. Remember, WD-40 is a degreaser, not an actual lubricant. It works because it gets rid of all the junk, but if you're degreasing with WD-40, remember you do have to put your lubricant back in, some kind of silicone grease or white oil or something like that. But we're not going for lube, we are going for cleaning. So we're going to clean, and we're going to follow up with an extra clean with some electrical cleaner or contact cleaner. Mass airflow cleaner is an electrical cleaner. So here we go, WD-40 in the contacts. Just like that, let that sit for a minute. Strip it out, same over here. And once that's had time to sit, we're going to come back through with our electrical cleaner and clean all that gunk out, whatever it's loosened up. Same on this side. Give that time to dry. And then once it's had time to dry, just really give it a good work. Make sure it clips on properly. That just took two hands and quite a lot of pressure to clip that in place, but that's now in. Hopefully, if we're lucky, hey, we're functioning. And there we go. That's how you get into your faulty trunk, and if it's an intermittent electrical thing, then first thing you want to do is clean those contacts, and hopefully it'll be just as easy as that for you as well. Haha, you thought we were finished. No, unfortunately we're back in because it wasn't that simple. So it turns out it was just a coincidence when we started playing with that lock, and so we started to dig deeper because it wasn't working properly. And some things that I hadn't connected with the issue was the fact that the reversing light wasn't working and the fog light wasn't working. And I thought that was because of this, but turns out no, new bulb, and they still weren't working. And then I dug deeper and we also had no wiper either. and the car wasn't sensing that the back door was open, and so it turns out we're going to have a wiring issue for the tailgate. Luckily or unluckily, I'm not the first one to have this issue, and I have dealt with Volkswagen wiring before. And so given we're having a full tailgate issue, it had to be a main supply to the tailgate. And so those supplies for all the different bits and pieces electrically on the tailgate come up through these two cable flexi rubber bits. And sure enough, when we dug in, look what we found. This one completely snapped. So if you have a look through, good old Volkswagen wiring, the sheathing on a lot of these has failed. So, 20-year-old Volkswagen, you're going to get that all the way through. And that's one of the big problems with these vehicles, that eventually you're going to have big electrical issues. Luckily, it's pretty obvious which one's causing our issue here. And guess what? When we put that together, just like that, car realizes that the tailgate's open. So there we go. So a shout out to another YouTube channel, Harrods Garage, who I actually found his video on this, and it was this exact same problem, and he's gone through, identified it and fixed it. And it took him a while, but thanks to him it took me about 3 minutes once we got into it. So rather than me show you everything again, I'm going to put a link to his video in the description, and you can see how he diagnosed that and how he fixed it. I'm going to fix mine, and then hopefully I'll be right back with a working tailgate. Okay, I don't need you all seeing my electrical hack job, but that's all done up again. That wire's reconnected. We have a reversing light. We have a fog light. And we have a back door. And even though we don't have a wiper, we have a wiper. So our tailgate is back in action. And so there we go, finally, and this time confidently, we have a fully functioning tailgate. Our latch is working, our lights are working, our wiper's working. I'm going to call that fixed. A big thanks to Harrods Garage again for doing all that diagnostic work, saving me a bunch of time so I could go straight in and find and fix the problem. I don't know who Harrods Garage is, but go check them out. Have a look at their videos because they're a huge help to me. And that's it for real this time. We're going to catch you on the next one.